Hey guys, welcome back to Rudder Innovations, where today we're going to be replacing this disposal in the kitchen sink. Here we go.
You can start by removing the dishwasher drain line and placing it into a small bucket or bowl below. Next, you can unplug the disposal from its power source and loosen the plumbing connected to the disposal. Most disposals have a metal plate with 2 screws that holds the plumbing against the disposal seal and a slip joint connection such as this, which will help you back the plumbing away from the disposal.
All right, we have this loose and I pulled this up just a little bit and we unscrewed this and this is loose too. And now what we're going to do, you can see which way that your disposal turns. In ours, there's a little notch right here. And so this whole thing is gonna spin this direction until it falls in this slot. We should be able to just drop this old disposal out of here. All right, we got a new one of these for the base of our sink. So we're gonna remove this old one by loosening this flange right here. In order to slip the drain out of the sink, I had to remove this bottom seal, which you might not have been able to see in that video. And that allowed me to remove the mounting bracket off the bottom. And then after I unscrewed that, I was able to slide out the top.
Now we just have an open hole and we'll clean it up with a rag on both the top and bottom side to prepare for the new hardware.
All right, the new assembly comes with 3 screws that are tightened all the way in. You're going to remove these screws, or at least loosen them up. And when you do that, it'll allow you to push this up, and you'll use a flathead screwdriver to pry off this ring right here, which will allow you to slide this off of the assembly.
The seal that comes with the disposal is paper, which requires plumber putty to be applied around the drain. So we purchased an optional putty-free rubber seal to replace it, making installation quicker and easier. Next, I placed my seal down, put in the new drain, then place the old disposal on top of the drain to apply weight and keep it from moving. While it has some weight on it, I slid the 2 pieces over the bottom, making sure the 3 screws lined up on the plate they'll be striking, and then slip my ring back over the bottom of the drain assembly to hold everything on. Now that that's complete, we can tighten up our 3 screws evenly, which will secure it to the bottom of the sink and create a tight seal. The bottom of this Insinkerator disposal has an annoying proprietary connection, which comes with the disposal. They sell a pre-wired one, which would have made things easier, but I decided to use my existing wire instead. Before you put on the connection, you'll want to slip it through the supplied clamp and mounting bracket for the bottom of the disposal. The wire with the rib shielding is the neutral, the smooth one is the hot, and the green is obviously the ground. Every slot is labeled to show where each wire is supposed to go, and they secure by simply pushing them into the proprietary connection. I did use needle nose pliers to help push the wires in. I trimmed the wires so that the clamp would be on the thicker portion that shields the wires, and they need to be short enough to allow for the connection to fit in the mounting bracket like this. Unscrew the screw that holds the mounting bracket in place. Then you can slide in the connection and reinstall the bracket screw and tighten up the clamp. There are little tabs on the disposal bracket that rest on a metal lip of the mounting bracket underneath the sink. Once you have it on the metal lip, remove the sticker where the plumbing will go and rotate the disposal bracket to the right, but line up the disposal with your plumbing before you lock it all the way in place. Next, I'm going to install my new drain assembly by loosening the 2 slip nuts and swiveling out my plumbing. If you want to do this before you install the disposal, it might be a little easier. All right, we got the new drain tube that came with our disposal. I'm going to slide the metal bracket over that fastens it to the disposal, slide on the slip nut that will connect it to my existing plumbing under the sink, and then I can put my washer on with a tapered or thinner portion facing where it contacts my existing plumbing under the sink. You'll slide all of that in, and there's a rubber seal that comes with the disposal that gets placed in the disposal where the plumbing connects before you screw in the metal plate with the 2 screws. Keep the plumbing fittings loose while you're attaching everything to the disposal.
Before we get this all the way tight, we're going to tighten this up first to make sure it's tight there. Then we'll tighten up here. Then we're going to go back and tighten these up.
Now that the plumbing's lined up, you can rotate the disposal into final locking position, and the curled metal piece that the provided locking tool goes through should be all the way against the adjoining bracket with the 3 screws. Then you can finish tightening up the loosened slip nuts. If you have the dishwasher drain connected to your disposal, you can use the supply tool to rotate the plug counterclockwise and it will come out. Some models don't have a plug like this, and it will require you to use a screwdriver to punch out a piece of plastic so that it'll function properly. You may need a dishwasher drain connector kit, but our existing one fit the disposal perfect. After that, you can connect the power to your disposal and check for leaks. The best way to check for leaks is to start by running a little water through it, and if there's no leaks, fill up the sink entirely, run the disposal, and then check it again.
Sounds good.
All right, guys, I hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If you like this video, like it. If you're watching on our Medium, you can subscribe. Feel free to subscribe. We'll see you next time. Peace and God bless.